Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jonathan Green, second installment of my lessons I've learned video blog or vlog as I call it. So happy vlogging day to you. Haven't done this in a little bit. It's been a couple weeks since I posted my first one. Maybe just got the courage up to do the second one. Don't know how that goes. But wanted to talk to you for just a couple minutes regarding being genuine. I know the first one was kind of being honest with yourself, and this one is more about being genuine or genuineness. Uh, I learned a long time ago in school that if you add ness to it, it captures the essence of what's going on there, and it just so it was kind of a running joke, at least in school. So today I want to talk to you about genuineness. Anyhow, um, you know, I guess the question I want to ask you is, are you being genuine? What is it that you really want to accomplish in your life? What is it that stands out to you? Are you looking at things from an honest perspective of where you're really at? For example, I recently was looking to expand my teaching capacity and had talked to my department chair about expanding my teaching. The department chair came back quite matter of fact, kindly of course, but came back quite matter of fact that I needed to pick up additional classes, graduate units. That's a big part of the teaching thing, is you have to have so many graduate units in a particular topic to be able to teach on it, which makes sense, of course. And of course, that's beneficial to the students as well as the learning institution that you're working with. So he was looking at it and he goes, well, I need someone to teach this subject. And he goes, you have a couple of credits in that, but you don't have enough to be qualified or to be vetted to teach in that area. So if you want to go back and get a couple of classes in graduate units, graduate semester units, graduate credits in that area, we can work with you to try to get you in there if I still have a need at that point. I thought about that, and I sit here and it'd be really easy to get proud and say, well, I'm a PhD and I have a master's degree, and and kind of put on those errors, that aura. And let's face it, the bottom line is I'm not that arrogant. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, but I'm not proud. Prideful, I guess, is maybe a better way to put that. So. It was being honest with myself and say, hey, John, you've got a lot of knowledge, you've got a lot of essential teaching skills, uh, essential experience and knowledge in key areas. But if you want to teach in these other areas and you want to expand your skills, you're going to have to expand your horizons. You're going to have to expand your learning. And this is it's funny because it's kind of a slap in the face, because I tell my students that all the time in my classes. I tell people that when I'm coaching or consulting. So it's kind of funny because it's physician heal thyself, right? I'm a doctor, right? At least I play one on TV. So it's okay. I've played a doctor. So it's looking at that and just being honest with ourselves about where we're really at and what we really want to do. Another example of that is, for example, I'm 80 pounds overweight. Okay, I'm a large guy to begin with. I'm 6'6". At this time, I'm around 300 pounds. True disclosure here. And the bottom line is I should be around 220. I'd like to say that that's 80 pounds of muscle. It's not. I'm in shape as long as round is a shape. However, if I kid myself and say, you know what, John, you just need to lose 20 pounds. Well, there's two things going on there. Am I being honest with myself? I do need to lose 20 pounds. I mean, if you look at that, I do need to lose 20 pounds, and getting down to around 280 pounds, 270, 280 would be good. That would be helpful for myself. I'd have more energy. I'd feel better, probably sleep better, probably have better health issues, probably think clearer. There's a lot of healthy consequences to doing that. And I need to look at how I can do that. However, I'm kidding myself if I miss the larger point that, well, John, you're really 80 pounds overweight and 20 pounds is good, but it's not really what you need to do. However, it is a good starting point. So maybe you want to make that a goal of the first 10 pounds. And to lose that 10 pounds and to lose that 80 pounds, 10 pounds at a time using a stair-step approach. So, we've got to look at that and setting reasonable goals, reasonable milestones that we can celebrate along the way in order to achieve that greater long-term goal, right? For example, I have a wedding coming up at the end of the year. I have some traveling that I'm going to have to do at the end of the year, and I know I've got to fit into a coach seat. And at 6'6", I don't fit in a coach seat, even if I was the thin man, which I'm not. I'm the guy that when I get on an airplane and head towards coach, everybody who's on the plane ahead of me is just like going, "Oh dear God, don't let him sit next to me," because I'm that large, folks. 56-inch chest and shoulders, and that's not a space for a coach seat. So I've often had to look at going to 2 seats, not because of girth necessarily, but because of shoulders. So as well as legroom is nicer to have that 2 seats. It's not that I don't fit in 1 seat or 1 lap belt or whatever. It's nothing like that. I'm not that large. I'm large, but not that large. So it's it's looking at that. But I know I would feel better. I would have more energy if I lost that weight. So that's something that we're looking at and looking at ways to do that. And I go in spurts where I do really well for a while, and then I'm one of these that I let life get in the way, and maybe you can relate to this also, that I start throwing myself into my work. I am a self-proclaimed workaholic. I am. I'm Jonathan Green, and I am a workaholic. And that's okay. Okay, I'm able to provide a good life for my family, but I'd like to be around to enjoy that life with my family. I'd like to be around to enjoy my family. I have a daughter that is 15 years old, and I'd like to be able to walk her down the aisle, and I want to make sure that I'm healthy enough to do that and be able to do that. So these are things I have to do, and I've got to be honest with myself and say, John, you're not 25 years old anymore. You're not 200 pounds, and you're not 7'8", where your weight would then be okay. So either I need to stretch myself, or I need to, and get taller, or I need to manage my weight better, or in all honesty, I really need to change my lifestyle, and I need to be better about that in balancing work and food and social and family and all that entails. And, it's funny because I've written books on this, and let's just be honest about that. I've written a book called The Core 4 Life Management System, and I know how to manage that. But folks, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm human also, and I have bouts where I do really well. I know what I need to do. I teach on this. Okay, like I said, I've written the book, right? I've written multiple books on this. I've taught several classes on this. I know what I need to do. But knowing what we need to do, knowledge is not enough. We need to do more, right? It's putting that plan into action. And the funny thing is, I've written the book on the action plan also. I have a workbook that goes with this, okay, with the book. And I would encourage you to look at those. You can get those through Barnes & Noble. You can get that through Amazon. You can get that through Kindle. They're available, very reasonable rates. Okay, that was the cheap plug for my books. Not looking to make $1 million off that or sell 1 million copies. But I certainly wouldn't refuse if that happened. You want to help me out there? I wouldn't refuse that, okay? I got 2 kids going to college soon. So, we all have stuff, right? So it's being honest about that, right? Is being honest about where you at in your life, where you at in your work, where you at in your relationships with your family, with friends, maybe your church, maybe social groups that you are involved in. So I want to encourage you to look at that. I want to encourage you to look at different aspects of what that means to be genuine and to be honest with yourself, and to understand the dynamics of your relationships, to understand the dynamics of your communication. So each of these, in all honesty, could be a video log in and of themselves. I've kind of done an overview here, and I'm already at 10 minutes. So I'm going to cut it here, but in all honesty, we probably need to come back and explore this a little deeper. Let me know how these are working for you. Let me know what I can do to improve. You know, obviously, I think I can improve the lighting. Hopefully, the dad jokes aren't too bad. Hopefully, it's a little entertaining. I know you're getting a reflection off my glasses there. I see that. It's just because I'm shy, folks, and I just, I don't do well in front of people. Actually, I was the kid in high school that would take the F for the speech and not do the speech because I didn't like to get in front of people. This is a little easier to get in front of a video camera. But I've also spoken in front of groups of hundreds and thousands. So, hey, appreciate you. Appreciate all that you do. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to talking with you soon. Look forward to your comments, constructive comments, please. There's enough criticism in the world. But I will take constructive feedback. So thank you again. You have a great day, and I will talk with you soon.